Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to our first lesson or first session for this semester. So we are now on object-oriented programming. You are now on your module 1, chapter 1 of your subject ITPE 1. So what we're going to talk about is an introduction to Java in object-oriented programming. And hopefully we can decide on what we're going to do with our subject. But first things first, I welcome you all to our session for this morning. So our objectives are as follows. Number one, we're going to discuss object-oriented programming and software development. So number two, we are going to value the object-oriented programming and software development and understand what is object-oriented programming and software development. So first things first, we have Java classes and objects. For Java classes and objects, we all know that Java is an object-oriented programming language, and everything in Java is associated with classes and objects. So along with its attributes and methods. So like for example, in real life, we think about like for example a car, and a car is an object, no? So the car being an object has attributes. These attributes are as follows. These are the weight. The car has a color. It has a method and drive and brake. So therefore, we can say that a class is an object constructor or the blueprint for creating objects. No? So in creating a class in Java, all you have to do is to have the keyword like as you can see on your screen. So like for example, if you have a file or a Java class, it's that is called Java main.java. So what you're going to do is to create a class named main with a variable x. So on your screen, you can say in code, you can type public class main open parentheses int x is equivalent to 5 and close parentheses. For creating an object, this is derived from a class. Okay, so just like I told you kagina, for objects and classes, no? Then we have already created a class named main. So therefore, what we're going to do is to create an object. So may class do kita, and then may attribute ang classes nato, no? So we're going to create an object. So to create an object in the main, so since ang code naton kagina is public class main, this one, that is open parentheses, integer x is equivalent to 5, close. So therefore, what we're going to do is to add lang, no, a series of codes. So these codes are as follows. We have public static void main, string erjs, open main my object. So what you're going to do for the second line, for the second paragraph of the code, like for example, one on the first, this is the first, the second, the third, and the fourth line. So the fourth line is the declaration for public static void. It means to say public static is these code are not movable. Void means that is vague on the main string. So string naman is a series of numbers. No, string are numerical value, and then it is declared in ARJS. So ang obrahon na, what we're going to do is to the main sa object sa new main, and then for the output we have system.out.println my object.x. So this line sa system nga daya is your output, no? And then the close parentheses and two close parentheses. The close two parentheses are as follows. Ang sa main ninyo nga declaration, which is ang sa babaw diyaw, this is the global value, whereas ang sa diya sa opening ninyo is the local value. So therefore, duha ka bilog open parentheses and a close parentheses ninyo. It means to say that you're creating a code within a code. So just like ang sa C# naton nga programming last time, Nga, what we're going to do is to put it in a series of arrays. So that is how we're going to create an object. You may find out that Java is more complicated than C# because you are going for this one, for object-oriented programming, gina-consider natin ang value ka object. So when we have an object, no, creating an object, we also have multiple objects. For multiple objects, you are going to declare two or more objects. So the same thing as a public main, which is this one. This one is the first two line of code. The first two line of code is the declaration. It means to say that you're going to make your main as public class. I-declare mo siya as main. The main is the public class. Whereas ang integer ninyo is equivalent to 5. Ang starting point ka integer value is 5. Take note that ang integer is not numerical value. Whereas ang string naman is a combination of integer plus characters. So, on the third line, blank siya. Kaya mag-isip kita ka line, ka code. Diyan natin ginalantaw no 1, 2. And then, ang bakanting dyan is 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. So, kung makita ninyo sa fourth line, public static void main string arjs, the same thing ginhimo natin kagina, diya sa creating an object. Pero, ang object nga ginobra naton is duha ka bilog. So instead of my main object 1, gindugangan naton siya ka isa ka object. So therefore duha ang object naton. So kung duha ang object naton, therefore duha ang output nga i-display naton sa screen, which is system out println my object 1.x and system out println my object 2.x. How can you say that ang Java line, ang system out is the output? It's because of the word print line. So, kung madumduman ninyo guys, ang print line print line is an output value statement in programming. So, in any programming language, Java, C#, C++, print line is supposedly the output value. For using multiple class cases, because we're using multiple objects as one use case, ang Java is an object-oriented programming, so therefore gagamit kita ka use cases. So, pero before kita use cases, actually we jump to multiple use cases. Ang multiple use cases is you're going to create an object of a class and access it another class. So, as you can see, duha ka bilog. So, you have the main Java and the second Java. Unlike ang sa dia is isa lang siya, main lang, gid. The same thing ang ginobra naton sa create an object and the same thing sa create a class. So, tandaan ninyo guys, ang class, ang definition ka class is different from definition of an object. Ang class is anything that has value. Ang object is ang object which has attribute or ang pareho ka example naton kay nasa car, di ba? Ang car may color, may texture, may height, may width. So those are the attributes of an object. And then kung maghambal ka may multiple object, therefore one or more object siya. So maghambal naman kita multiple classes. So this is often used for better organization of classes. And it says that one class has all the attribute and method, while the other class hold the main method, which is the code to be executed. So when dealing with multiple cases, we have two or more cases. So in this case, for example natin, we have the main Java and the second Java. So as you can see, duwa na sila. Pero it is two separate code nga pwede isahon. So pwede nga, paano ninyo imuon? Isulat lang ninyo ang first declaration nga diya to be followed by the second code. So, mo the example na. Okay. On our first activity, on activity number 1, you have to check out your module. It's found there. Your activity number 1. What we're going to do is to have a case study, no? So, write a case study using the format provided by your professor during the lecture. So, this is the format. So, we have introduction, You have to write the background and the key points of operation about the case. Number 2 is the evaluation. You have to write it in sentence, no, in paragraph. So it must be internal or external, no. And then for the solution, you have to provide a solution. It's either the theory or researches, and the conclusion and the references. So amo daya ng ano na. So though ano siya, though reaction paper, pero it's a use case. So we call it a case study. So ano yung case study ninyo? Classes and objects, figure 1. So I think ang figure 1 nga makita ninyo sa module ninyo, guys. So pangitaan yung module nyo, and then you're going to create a case study. So the format of the case study is here, guys. We have the introduction, the evaluation, the solution, the conclusion, and the reference. Okay? So let's go to Java class methods. When we speak about class Java methods, you are going to learn the method in which this is a declaration within a class. So the example of this is you have to create a method named myMethod in main. Pero the difference is you put there hello world, no, sa print line. So kagina waay kita it may ginbutang ano sa print sa output. Pero ang sa may object na siya. Pero this one may dyan agad, which is ang textual content nga hello world. So that is an example of the Java class method. So if you are going to observe sa dalom, you can see there ang full code na gid. So to call a method, write the method followed by the 2 parentheses and its semicolon. So you can see there public class main, the static void my method. Static void is, this is the void value for static my method nga ginbutang mo sa main na classes. Pero yung output ninyo is nakita niyo sa system out print line, hello world. So amo mo lang dyan output mo, hello world. By the way, ang 2 slash symbol, makita nyo this the dalom is the output. So kung i-run nyo siya, ang output niyo is this one. Okay? Pero don't worry guys, hindi pa kita mag-coding. Mag-coding kita sa chapter 3 na. So the same thing that we did last time sa coding, all you have to do is to type it in any IDE, online IDE, and then paran nyo siya, compile. Then screenshot the code and the output. So mo lang dahil mo ano niya sa sunod natin ng mga examples. That will be chapter 3 pa. So buhay pa guys. Anyway, ang first activity ninyo is case study. I think ang second activity ninyo is pick collage. Okay, so may mukha collage karon borbay. But anyway, we're going to discuss anay using multiple cases, no? So for using multiple cases, like we specified in the class chapter, it is a good practice to create an object of a class and create it in another class. So daw nagisugpon lang gid. Whereas sa using multiple classes, you can see there the first Java or the main Java and the second Java. Pero ang content niya is different from our example, this one, sa Java class method. Although using multiple classes is the byproduct of your Java class method. So for this one, you have the main Java. Nag-start kita sa when we declare a Java code, we are going to start with the public main gid. As you will notice, ang public class main, it's somewhat similar pareho sanda sa inyong C#. Pero the kinalain na lang gid is ang output ang paggamit na kadang public classes kag sa void main. So like this one, the car is going fast as it can. So dapat amo dayon magwa na. You have to declare also the minimum the maximum speed of the vehicle. So the formula is here. Kita nyo sa int max speed, and then max speed is plus max speed. So ang max speed nga daya is the maximum speed that the car will go on. Where so for the second Java naman, as you can see there, this one is the ginbutang nilang guys, ginsugpon nilang ang main second, which ang second naman is the supporting attribute nga makita ninyo sa second class. Now, if we're going to run the program, amo dayagwa na. Okay, this is the output. So ang this one nga code, no, when you're going to write it sa IDE nyo, ang anang output is this one. Okay? So for your activity number 2, you are going to refer to the CLI or the command line interface. It's found on your module. What we're going to do is to make a picture collage of the application and label them according to use or function. So maghimo ka mo ka pic collage. Though ginasugpon-sugpon nyo lang yung pictures, collage. So, 5 examples, and then you're going to use any online, offline software, provided you can copy-paste it. So, I suggest you use it sa Microsoft Word, pero i-output ninyo yung PDF kag i-upload sa sa Google Classroom. This is activity number 2. Okay? So, that is activity number 2. Now, for the question of the day, explain ko lang, no? What is the question of the day? So, for the question of the day, later on, I will karon nyo pa dyan sabtan karon sa gabi, no? This one siguro af mga 7 o'clock. And then ma-close siguro mga 10 o'clock, no? So, what is this question of the day? This question of the day is your recitation. This recitation is 10 points, no? And din nyo dyan makita nyo dyan karon sa gabi sa inyong Google Classroom. So, sabtan ninyo daya karon sa Google Classroom ninyo. Hasta lang dyan karon sa gabi mga 10 o'clock, no? So, ano yung question of the day naton? So, what hand gesture did I make during the first session? So, the gesture that I'm making right now is thumbs up. Okay? So, you're going to go there to your Google Classroom later on and then answer the question of the day. So, this is for your attendance. Ang nakamaan ng question of the day ang nag-attend tulad nga aga. Okay. So, thank you so much, guys. Ad astra per sapientiam. And don't forget to the stars through knowledge. So, I think that is all for this morning, no? For our lecture. Wow, thank you, guys, that you attended our by the way, di ba last about the question of the day, the question of the day supposedly is your attendance. So last sem, what you did for the attendance is to write your name on our text boxes. So so good morning. Masulat ka mo di anything and then that will be your attendance. However, guys, for this semester kay tungod nga sa Google Classroom do naton tanan ninyo nga grade ma-reflect. So including ang activity ninyo, ang inyong recitation, ang recitation ganda sa question of the day so 10 points and then may quiz pagid kamo gali, guys. So ang quiz naton is every Friday. So every Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, you can answer the quiz. Mga 10 items lang na siya, multiple choice. So that your quizzes is 20% of your grade. So sabtan ninyo guys, ang activity ninyo ang deadline is every Saturday pa man. Last sem Friday na siya, midnight ang deadline. So tulad naman Saturday 11:59 AM sa aga. So amo daya naglain sa naton. And then don't forget, when you are going to go to your Google Classroom, this is a reminder that you have to use your ISCOF.edu account. Di man gani, guys, nato, no? Mag-online kita class tulad this morning. Dapat ang gamiton ninyo, guys, nga is ang ISCOF ninyo nga account para maka-access ka mo kadang naton sa Google Meet. However, pwede man nga hindi that is ISCOF.edu ang account kung gusto ninyo magpangalasi lang pero malisensya pa kamo kanakon, so gina-admit ta pa kamo. Pero kung may .edu na kamong account nga ginagamit anay tapos magsulod kita sa klase, and you don't need to ask permission from me to go into our classes. Regarding sa naton sa ng subject naton, sa lecture naton kagina, I will brought about simultaneous malang sa coding sa Java. Kay ma-Java na kita subong. And I think ang structure ka Java is more or less similar sa structure ka C#, pero nagagamit kita ka objects. Ang objects na makita ninyo, isang example naton sa tong kagina. And that is derived from your module. So just study the module and the definitions, kung anong ginatawag ng classes, kung anong ginatawag ng object, kung anong ginatawag ng attribute. Ang deadline guys kadang inyong activity is Saturday morning. Saturday, usually gina-deploy ko ang activity ninyo every Monday, Lunes sa aga, or karang dia gani Domingo ko pa gani siya. Pero ang deadline ninyo is Saturday morning at 11:59 AM sa aga. So medyo palawig-lawig ko man ninyo. Anyway, your case study ang sa activity number 1, mga mugot lang guys nga sentences kag paragraph. You don't need to expound it, no. If you cannot express it in words, pwede man sa pictures or sa drawings. Pero ang sa number 2, sa pig collage, it's activity number 2, it's usually picture gid. So amo da. Welcome gali guys kaninyo do karon nga adlaw, no. Welcome. I think you are let me change my layout so that I can see you all together. So I think you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 students who are attending my class right now. It's okay guys, because kung naka-attend ka mo tulad sa ninyo sa klase naton tulad, you don't need to attend this evening sa gabi. Pero still karon ko pa sa gabi i-open ang ang attendance ninyo, or ang sa code of the day bala, ang sa recitation. So mga 7 o'clock siguro pwede niyo doon ma-answeran karon sa gabi. So tandaan ninyo ang question nga the question sa code of the day is, what is the gesture that I did, hand gesture or hand signal that I did during our session. Ang hand signal naton tudlad or hand gesture is thumbs up. So thumbs up ha. So the thumbs up is, tandaan ninyo, that is the code of the day, and your code of the day is that is your attendance or your recitation for the that is 10 points. So you have to answer it sa Google Classroom. Tanan-tanan naton guys, including gali guys ang inyong mga exam, major exam sa Google Classroom doon ninyo bulon. Tanan-tanan guys nga sa Google Classroom doon, activity, recitation, quizzes. Ang quiz ninyo 10 items malandang quiz nganda guys every week. So 10 items malandang hapos da katama. All you have to do is to read your module. Basahon niyo lang module nyo. Ang tanan nga sabat dayan sa module. So you don't have to worry about the okay? Do you have any questions regarding our arrangements, or do you have any other concerns pa?
Why do sir?
Sir, bang mangkot na ko?
Yes, sige ta.
Bang ga-provide ka man sir ka soft copy ka module sir?
Ay, module ninyo tuya sa Google Classroom. So you can open it and download the module. Pero ang namin mo siguro nga nga tawan tagid ka mo ka soft copy ka module nga direkta. Pwede nyo man guys ma-download sa Google Classroom ang module. Tuya tanan guys, naka-deploy na siya. Pati course syllabus ninyo tuya sa Google Classroom. So I'm hoping nga more students ang maka-access ka Google Classroom. May problema kamo guys sa pag-access ninyo sa Google Classroom or sa email ninyo? Hindi ba ma-open ang email ninyo or hindi kamo gamit ka email address nga .iscof.edu.ph? May problema kamo dayan? Kay some students amo day problema nanda and sa hindi sa naka-access sa sa iscof.edu.ph. Pero kung ano lang, advice ko lang, kung may problema kamo sa email ninyo, example, hindi ma-open, hindi niyo ma-change ang password or hindi niyo gid magamit yung .edu account, i-contact ninyo si Dr. Alingalan. Kay siya ang administrator kaaton nga Google ang accounts sa iscof.edu.ph sa San Enrique. So sa San Enrique campus, kung may problema ang email ninyo, please refer to or go to contact Dr. Annalisa Alingalan or si Sage. I-message nyo lang si Sage or si Dr. Alingalan kung nga may problema kamo sa email ninyo and ipa-reset niyo yung password or something like that para magamit ninyo yung .edu account niyo guys. Pero Jaya, ang module naton sa Google Classroom, naka-upload na siya. So you can access it anytime, anywhere. Right now, it's already live. And you can actually download it sa Google Classroom ninyo. Or pwede niyo makita sa Google Classroom ninyo. Suggestion ko lang, kung magamit ninyo yung .edu, ninyo account sa cellphone ninyo, download ka mo lagi ka Classroom sa Play Store. So actually, Google Classroom guys, you can download it sa Play Store. Kung Android phone, you're using an Android phone, you can download actually your Google Classroom there sa Play Store. Libre lang siya, way bayad. Pero dapat may internet ka lang. Okay, so ginaamat-amat naman kamo guys ka full integrate sa online just because we are mandated by CHED to perform an online class and all of the activities is sa LMS na. So it so happened that our LMS is learning management system nato is Google Classroom. So any transaction, any is there. I don't have a Google site. Why pakot Google site, guys? I'm not saying that I'm going to make one. Pero all of this mga changes are announcements sa inyong FB page, FB group, and at the same time sa Google Meet naton tulad. I'm also asking you permission nga i-post ko ang video naton karon sa YouTube so that your other classmates can actually see what is happening in our class right now. So ang hindi ka attend, that's why nga duwa duman gali ako ka beses mga lasi sa subject naton. So don't worry, may choice ka mo guys. Manan ko hindi i-ban ka ninyo, hindi ka attend sa aga. That is why sa gabi karon 6:30 na, hindi na 7:30 because tama dugid ka gabi guro ng 7:30 no. 6:30 karon ang classmates ninyong hindi ka attend tulad ng morning. May choice ka mo. Either diya ka mo ma-attend do karong adlaw or karon sa gabi man. So kamo hay nag-attend kamo tulad do karon nga aga, hindi do kamo kinanglan nga mag-attend karon sa gabi. Pero sabtan na lang ninyo question of the day so that may recitation kamo nga 10 points. So all of these are recorded, no? Let me show you siguro the grading system. I've shown this pag-orientation pero I don't know if you have attended orientation sa akon lang nga subject. Pero please join gali the orientation of our CCS sa bilog nga CCS sa Wednesday ata no ang gina-organize daya ka CCS circle ata ang nag-organize ka orientation. So gina-encourage ko kamo nga mag-attend ka ka orientation sa Wednesday. So anyway, let me show you lang a little of the ang sa classroom natin. Okay, ara na. Okay, so this is our guys, our Google Classroom, no? And in our classwork, I think you have there the course syllabus na. So pwede niyo malantaw yung course syllabus or you can download this. Yeah. Then ang module ninyo sa chapter 1 sa Java, sa this one. So pwede niyo ma-open and pwede, I think, I don't know if you can download this, pero pwede siguro. And then sa activity 1 and activity number 2, ari na siya. The code of the day and the quiz will be later. Ang code of the day karon sa gabi. And the quiz naman is sa Friday pa. And then the deadline of your activity is on Saturday pa man. So there are 16 pa lang out of 23 ata kamo or ang nakasulod sa Google Classroom, no? If ever, please use your real name, no? Don't use aliases or anything so that I can grade you appropriately. And please tell your classmates. Okay, so this one. Ang grade ninyo, why pa kamo pasa ka activity 1 and 2, so hindi pa mag-grade. So supposedly makita niyo yung grade ninyo diya sa grades. Okay, so that is just a glimpse of your Google Classroom, guys. I'm telling you all of this so that we can concentrate more sa lecture natin sa activity. So I hope that I can see you next meeting sa next week at this time, 9 a.m. Or you can you can also attend ang evening class kung hindi ka mo ka-attend sa aga nga daya. Pwede man ka mo tuya kasaylo sa panggabi nga lecture naton. Ang lecture naton tulad nga aga is similar lang gid, pareho lang gid sa gabi. So it's up to you if you want to attend karon man, pero more or less pareho man lang ya lecture naton sa karon sa gabi. May dyan pa kamo nga pamangkot, guys. Ay, nalipat ako magambal nga from time to time may mga bisita kita nga ma-attend sa session, no? So dahil sino dayang bisita. It might be nga ang mabisita ka naton si Dr. Alingalan kay siyang dean ka CCS. Or may dyan man nga time nga may bisita naton sa lecture naton sa online class si Dr. Garrido. Siya because siya ang ato na niya sa instruction ang chair ka instruction naton nga naga-monitor siya sa online class kung naga-klase kami. At the same time gina-monitor naman ang mga students kung naga-attend gid man ka online class. So hindi da mapaktan, it might be base sa mga sunod nga mga lecture naton may bisita kita. So i-greet lang naton sila good morning kag amo lang da ma-observe man lang sa guys, hindi man sila magbuhay. Siguro mga after ka lecture ko or namon nga mga teachers magwa man sanda sa naton. Gina-monitor na lang gid kita. Okay, so guys, may pamangkot pa kamo parte sa activity naton kag sa lecture. Ang sa activity naton hindi nyo gid pagtama gid ka detailed. Mga 1 or 2 paragraph siguro okay do da. Basta ang gid ang gid ninyo sabat sa naton. Okay. Okay, so that is all for this morning siguro, guys. If you don't have any questions, may dyan pa nga pamangkot. Some of the announcements I will tell you here. Some siguro, anyway, you can see naman the video of this class. So thank you for being the part of this. Thank you, Jaya, Adrian, Jessie Jane, Edmer,
Thank you,
Gerald.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Jefferson. Thank you,
Sir, thank you.
Daniel, Faith,
Thank you,
Jaira,
sir.
and Kimberly. Ha?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Ano dato? Sino dato si Jay?
Si Adrian, dato, sir. Si Adrian, dato.
sir.
Ano, kuno ha? Insa? Ano ya?
Na,
May pamangkot ka mo? May
si
concern
Adrian,
ka
dato,
mo?
sir.
Why, sir?
Okay. Sige, salamat gid. Ang lang gid, ang reminder ko lang gid gali, nalipat ako maghambal. Ang sa mga exam ninyo, mga activity, mga quiz, inyo gid nga email ad ang gamiton. Hindi pwede ka pasakop sa classmate ninyo. Hi, ang .edu ninyong account tapos kisalan ninyo siya mabuol ang exam or ang quiz. So ang gamiton ninyo gid nga email ad inyo gid ta na. Okay guys, klaro gid ha para mag-grade ka mo nga accordingly gid. Hindi pwede ang sakop-sakop or mag-ball ka exam or mag-ano. So ang mo lang da guys ko reminder. Ang code of the day later on lang. So I'll give you 3 hours to log in for the code of the day. So salamat gid and madam thank you gid sa tanan sa pag-attend niyo sa klase naton tulad. I hope sa next meeting ma-attend man kamo gyapon. About your connectivity allowance nga halin sa school why pakot balita. So i-announce man daguro sa orientation ninyo or whatever. Do may ka mo bala? Bati ko may 100 pesos nga connectivity allowance. Pero why ko hindi pala sigurado. Why pa ko kamaan kung day Yes, sitwasyon.
Pang-load kami, sir, wa?
Oo. Pero why ko kama hindi pa ko dagay sigurado. Chismis ba lang dang akon. Hindi dat ang makasabat kada guro si Dean naton no. Kay may nagaplano ang school.
Pag top up na nada.
Oo. Nagaplano ang school nga mang tao man ka connectivity allowances sa mga estudyante. Pero why ko kamaan kung saan day kag kung ano ya proseso. So standby lang kag sarig lang, sarig. Kag salamat gid sa pag-attend sa klase naton. Kung may pamangkot pa kamo, sabton ko kung wala do kita. Okay, so thank you guys. I'll stop the recording na and then you can go
Thank you,
now.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget
Yes, sir.
ang
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
question of the day.
Sir,
Ano
thank you
gani
again.
nato?
Sige, sir.
Sige.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, sir.
Okay, bye. Thank
Thumbs up.
you.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir.